What pleased you the most, Jason, about collecting those 2 points?
The 2 points. No, in all fairness, we're 1 and 3 coming into the game. You come in with that bit of anxiety. You really want the 2 points. I thought our defence was outstanding, to be honest. A bit disappointed to leak the try at the end because I felt our defence deserved 6 points against it. But so really proud of that. And they had to. We were pretty dumb at times in the second half. I thought we probably could have kicked on if we just stayed at it a bit longer. But like I said, we were a bit nervy. But the 2 points is what we came here for.
Even more pleasing given you lost one of your best players very early on in proceedings.
Yeah, pretty handy replacement come on the field too, which was good. And Latrell he started the game really well, so it was a worry when he went off. But it's a hamstring injury, so hopefully not too bad.
Is it too early to say what grade or how long or anything like that? But
I don't know. He says he doesn't feel too bad, so we'll get a scan tomorrow. He had that hamstring injury a couple of years ago at the end of his season, so he's probably got a few demons from that as well. But we'll get a scan and see how it goes.
The same hamstring is the right one?
I think so, yeah.
Were there concerns over the surface out there?
I think it's his left hammy, actually. It might be a different one, yeah.
Oh, sorry, the last one was his left arm, wasn't it? But it's his...
Yeah.
Right.
I think it's his left hammy he did, didn't he?
Yeah, 2 years ago it was, sorry.
Yeah,
but
I don't know.
The right.
I don't know.
Were there concerns over the surface? And obviously it's been relayed since that concert last week. Was that an issue?
I don't know. The players weren't speaking about it. I'm not sure. I think Latrell just stepped off his left. His left leg was out pretty far. I don't know. The boys never said anything about it, but you could see obviously they've relayed some parts of it, but I think it's just an accident. It's one of those things that happen.
Cam, you were out there. Surface all right or a bit dodgy in the spots?
No, I thought it was pretty good. It was a bit soft in the middle as the game went on, especially got churned up a bit, but there's been a bit of rain about, so it wasn't too bad.
Did Latrell do it in that last tackle that he was involved in, or do you know exactly at what stage of the game he...
No, he literally did it in the run. Yeah, in the run he went to step off his, I think he was pretty sure it's his left. And he knew straight away that he'd hurt his hammy, so he said it felt like a cramp, and good thing is we got him off without doing any further damage, so that was good. He knew Blake was there as well, so he knew he didn't have to push it.
You've mentioned Blake a couple of times now. Just how important was it, having him on the bench and perhaps looking into the future, just having someone like him available?
Yeah, I thought it was a pretty special performance from Blake for a kid who comes back in, still under 10 NRL games and hasn't trained and played with the team for 4 weeks. To come in and play 65, 70 minutes was a big effort from him, and it's good having him there, that's for sure.
Lachlan Ellis had some nice touches, provided great direction. How did you see his performance?
Yeah, growing again, just keeps getting better. I was really happy with his try assist at the end because I felt like that showed some maturity. We had a shot at him a set before that, and Birdie guessed on the lead and shut Cody down pretty well, and he obviously banked that and went to the line and hit Tane short, and that's a good sign for a young half that he's seeing the game as clearly as he is.
What about Blake sitting next to you? Obviously, when they scored in the second half, he went straight back on, and it was a big play to knock the ball loose and go down and score a try straight away.
Yeah, I mean, he's the heart and soul of our middle. I don't pump his tyres up too much, but but we've got to be better when he's off the field as well. We can't expect Cam to be punching out ridiculous numbers every week and doing the things that we want him to do as well. But I feel like at times when we need to be able to bring him off and still hold that middle third of the field. I think Harmay Sele had a good stint in reserve grade today, and he'll be someone that we can bring in that'll plug that middle third as well when Cam's off the field.
Cam, what did you make of the no try late in the game?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not too sure. Probably shouldn't comment on it, to be honest. I wanted it to be a try, obviously, but I'm not sure. I'll probably have to watch it again to have an opinion on it.
Commentators were confused, JD. They thought it was a try. How did you see?
I think it's a defensive decision. He comes from outside in, and he makes the decision. I'm not sure, if Junior makes contact with the inside defender, I can understand it being overturned. But I thought it was an odd one. When I saw it, I thought as long as Cam caught it outside the lead, then it'd be fine. But it wasn't to be.
What about Cody, JD? He had a frustrating night. Didn't run the ball much tonight. Was he okay going to the game?
Yeah, he was fine. And I mean, Cody's a good example of what I spoke about earlier. It's just, you're 1 and 3 and he wears the results more than most, and that's what makes him the player he is. So, the 2 points is as valuable for him as it is for the rest of the team. But, there's a few things we're doing that are adding to his frustration. Getting thrown over the sideline 3 or 4 times, not finding touch, all little things that, frustrate your key playmakers when we're trying to grow our game and put pressure on people. But like I said, I thought our defensive resolve and our attitude was first class.
His job gets a bit tougher too with that his good mate out the back, doesn't it?
Latrell? Yeah, and that was one of the things we spoke about through the week, was seeing them two play together a bit more, and I thought they started the game with that mindset. But again, Blake he'll fill that role well. He done it in the final series last year, and that connection will form pretty quickly.
Do you reckon that was kind of overlooked a bit in round one? Like, everyone spoke about the fact you didn't have Latrell and it was your first game without Adam, but the fact that you lost Blake just beforehand, like, was that kind of overlooked a bit in that analysis at all?
Oh, it didn't help, yeah. It wasn't so much that Blake got injured and obviously Latrell was suspended, but it's the last minute change. We put AJ to full back and it does change the dynamic at left edge. But look, it's next man up. We just got to get on with it and get the job done. I thought they did that well tonight.
Do you think it's better, or it's easier for you guys to adapt to a game without Latrell than what it is for a lot of other clubs when they lose their fullback, just because, for the past 2 seasons, you've ended both your seasons without him?
Oh, I think having Blake there does, yeah, for sure. But he's a big part of what we do. So we want him out of the field, but you can't help injuries. He gets injured, and like I said, we trained through the week with Blake most of the week with Latrell having a cortisone in his knee, so we were pretty much well prepped for him to come on and do what he did. So yeah, it is what it is. You're going to lose players here and there, and our mindset is that next man up does his job.
Cam, when you get called on, St George have just scored. There's this terrible run of errors going through. I think it was 12 hours and 20 minutes or something like that. What's your mentality as a captain to come on and tell everybody to screw the nut, or how do you approach that, especially with your other the other 12 guys on the field?
Yeah, I just look to bring a lot of energy on, hopefully a bit of confidence, and just lead through my actions there. And I knew that getting us back on track was taking a forward step with our defence. We talked about it all game, and I think it's our fullback when we're under the pump a bit, we're making a few errors. I think we can really attack with our defence, and we've valued it a lot in the past. I don't think we've quite hit the energy and the intent that we want our defence, especially our yardage defence, to be at. So that was my mentality. I just wanted to take a step forward with our defence, lead through my actions like that, and I thought that we responded well to a pretty poor 5-10 minutes after half time, and we're lucky enough to come away with it.
Cam, just a bit of a light-hearted one. What happened with the kickoff at the?
Oh mate, I don't know. I probably shouldn't have jumped. I probably should start on the dead ball line, and then.
Yes, you should, mate.
Yeah, and then don't pass it to Davey.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks. Cheers.